Hello again, I'm Lewis Riley, the director at KC Clay Guild, and I'm back for our third video in our series in which we are documenting the process of creating a new ceramic art center here in Kansas City. We are about 2 months into the build back of our ceramic art center here at 500 West 39th Street. We are in a full-on construction zone, and I'm here today just to give you a quick walkthrough and an update of where we are in the project and show you all the progress that's been made. All right, so here we have our main entrance here on the 39th Street side of the building. You can see here that we now have an opening. This will eventually take you into what will become our elevator. So it'll take you down to the lower level and then back up. Just this week, actually, we had the structural steel work going on here. So you can see these gray I-beams were just installed to support the floor. And you can see here, we've cut out this huge section of the floor to make way for the elevator shaft. Now upstairs here, you can see we've done a huge amount of work. Sheetrock is actually going up this week. It's almost actually complete down in the basement. This area is eventually where our front desk will be built. You'll notice a lot of new ductwork throughout the building, leading through here into the community studio. New walls being framed. So the partition wall back there is for the gallery space. And this room again will be full of rental shelving. You can see the new ductwork that's gone in. And then we're actually behind the new bathroom area here, so you can see all the plumbing that's gone in to support the 4 restrooms that'll be in that space. Here at the back of the community studio, we have our rotating gallery space. And so this partition wall has been framed. This gallery space has been named Richard J. Stern Gallery. The Richard J. Stern Foundation has been one of our most generous donors. And so we're looking forward to this space becoming the home for T-Bowl National, for our artist in residence exit shows, and for any other new exhibitions that we have coming through. Exiting the community studio and entering the glazing room. So you can see heavy duty electrical conduit. We have a brand new 1600 amp service that's gone into the property. That's all getting wired up and connected right now. You can see a new electrical conduit here for receptacles for the glazing room. This will form an island, countertop island. So we'll have counter space along here, below the windows, and along that wall. So we will have a significant enhancement in the amount of space that we have for glazing, which is a big issue in our current building. Glaze sink over here, and then a spray booth over in the corner. So exiting the glazing room, we enter the wear room. So this hallway will have carts throughout it, which will lead you into the kiln room at the end. You can see the new ductwork here. New water lines going in. This is the hand building studio, so we'll have all of our hand building classes in here. And then this leads directly to the wheel throwing studios. So we'll have 2 studios separated by carts. Then we can convert that into one large space for bigger classes. But both of these spaces have their own sinks, their own wedging tables. So since September 2023, we've raised $2.33 million, which is incredible. The foundation support we've had from Wingate Foundation, Richard J. Stern Foundation, Muriel McBride Coffin Family Foundation, many different family foundations and individuals. The support has been incredible. And so at this point, we have just $600,000 left to raise. This will be a big push to get that last $600,000 raised. We do need it to complete the project. And so I'm asking everyone who's watching this video to tell your friends about the project, to share the video, to donate at kcclayguild.org, and really just to help us spread the word. We do need to raise that last $600,000 for this project to be completed and to be successful. So I'm looking to everyone who's interested, whether you live in Kansas City or you're not in Kansas City and you're just interested in ceramic arts, please consider supporting our project. We are so close to meeting our goal. We're so close to completing construction here, but we do need your support to make this all happen. Headed through the ware room and into the kiln room. So again, we're super excited about our partnership with Rhoda. So we'll have new electric kilns here. You can actually see the paint swatch. So that's color that Rhoda uses for all their kilns. So we'll be using that on the walls, along with some Rhoda signage, and then 3 brand new kilns in this room. This duct here is actually going to be exhaust for the electric kilns. This room has its own HVAC system to keep the fumes and heat sort of separated from the rest of the building. And then back in the corner here, we'll have our existing Blau gas kiln. And then just outside the kiln room, we have what will be our loading area. So we'll have a garage door. This was a window that was cut down. So we'll have a roll-up garage door there. And then we have a new staircase that was built to accommodate that new opening. So one of the many new sub panels throughout the building, we did have to do an entire new electrical service here. So we have a 1600 amp service. We'll have plenty of capacity to add new kilns in the future. This closet will actually hold a HEPA dust collection system, and that will serve the glaze mixing room, which is right here. And then the next room down is our clay mixing room. And then coming through back into our administrative offices will be ductwork has been run from one of the HVAC units on the roof. This old doorway has been framed in, it will be covered up. And then we started finalizing the framing for the library and boardroom. So this will be the entrance to the wheel throwing studio from the south side of the building. You can see actually that'll lead straight out to this location. Will actually have a TV monitor. So instead of having signage posted all throughout the building, we'll have several monitors that will have revolving slideshows of all the upcoming events and different announcements. Through here, a lot of progress has been made on the bathrooms here, the main public bathrooms on this level. So there'll be a drinking fountain here. You'll come in around the corner, 4 toilet rooms, and then sinks outside. And then the last room on this level will be a kitchenette with a microwave, fridge, sink. One of the many sinks we have added to the building. You can actually see this section of concrete here was poured in to fill the slab where that was actually cut away to add the drain for this kitchenette sink. Okay, headed down to the lower level to check out the studio spaces. Okay, coming to the lower level, we have our 4 private studios that'll be for rent. They're actually already rented. Again, our elevator will come down through here, so there's been a ton of work here, structural work, concrete. This area down here is all pretty much done with the sheetrock being placed. Obviously, lots of finishing work to do. But we had our in-wall inspection at the city just a couple weeks ago, and the workers have really knocked out all this sheetrock work. So a couple bathrooms here, studio for rent, and then our entrance out to 39th Street for this level. Coming back around, we'll have this alcove here with a sink, and then you enter the artist in residence studio suite. So the 4 artists in residence will share this space. Okay, headed down the hallway. So again, these 4 private studios, they're all rented, unfortunately. I'm sure the tenants, future tenants, will be really excited to see them. And then another sink where that purple is. This will be a shared work area, so we'll have a slab roller and extruder down here. That will remain a kitchen. And then we're coming into the semi-private studio area. So we'll have 20 cubicle style studios for rent. You can see that our staff and volunteers have framed up these walls that will become the partitions. And so this board here will actually be the edge of the cubicle. So that's future private studio. And then exiting the semi-private studio space, we come into what will be the lower kiln room. So you can see that will be the exhaust duct for this space. And you can see a couple sub panels, new sub panels, and then the main panel for this side of the building. Okay, so that is our walkthrough. As you can see, it's a full-on construction site. There's a ton going on here every day, from electricians, HVAC guys, the plumbers, people hanging sheetrock. A little bit of everything is happening every day. All the work is happening really fast, and it's absolutely amazing to see how well organized everything is, how on time we are with all of our deadlines. We have, big shout out to Forge Construction, our general contractor, to B&IM and April Derbyshire, our architect. Things are going really well, and we are looking like we are on track to begin programming here in August, this August 2026, and then to have a grand opening September 12th, be the same weekend as Westport Art Fair, just a couple blocks away from here. So yeah, things are really progressing, and we really look forward to everyone coming through the building, and we look forward to beginning to add to the arts ecosystem here in Kansas City. We really think this facility is going to add a lot to the community, and I can't wait to start working here and to start teaching here. So yeah, we'll see you next time.